my name is Adeline. I'm 22 years old. I come from Germany, Cologne, and but my mom is French, so I come from actually a quite intercultural family. I love traveling. I've actually been to several countries in Europe yet, and also to the US, Australia, Panama, Colombia, and now I'm here in Brazil.
My name is Gustavo. I'm 25 years old. I was born in Curitiba, Brazil. I did an exchange program in Canada for a year, and I also traveled to a few other countries in Europe, France, Germany, and the UK.
When I first arrived in Panama, I thought that I would eat like Panamanian food, or at least I thought about maybe a lot of rice and beans. And actually the first thing I was served was Chinese food. So people love Chinese food in Panama, and it's for them, it's something special. They go to Chinese restaurants, they love Chinese food. So I actually ate a lot of beans and rice and also chicken, so it's the basic food, but my first dish was Chinese food, so I didn't expect that. And indeed, it was the first time I ate Chinese food. So I ate Chinese food in Panama for the first time.
So in Canada, they love spicy food and Asian food. And one of the types of food which I enjoyed the most was Thai food. And it's very spicy.
It is?
Yeah. And the first time I ate there, the lady asked me, do you want it mild, medium, or hot? And I was like, I like spicy food. I'll get medium.
And medium was?
Unbearable. It's like
unbearable.
Spitting fire out of your mouth.
And how would mild be?
Mild, I think mild is no spice at all.
No spice at all?
Yeah.
So you actually have like no spice at all, or?
Quite a lot of spice and like dragon breath. Yeah. Subway transportation in Europe, because it's incredible. Like in Paris, I think it's the most intricate. It's like you look at the subway map and it's like a spider web, you know?
It is.
And you've got to figure out like which connections you're going to do to get to the place you want to be. It's crazy. Yeah,
it's crazy. And sometimes you have to change trains, for example, and you have like two main train stations. So you have to take the subway and it's, oof.
Yeah, and sometimes like to make the connections...
It's really difficult sometimes because you don't have a lot of time.
Yeah, and I thought it was crazy that some trains like cross, like there's a subway train that goes above another subway train. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah, that's crazy. You have like different levels of subways. At the same time, yeah, it is like, indeed, I think Paris, the subway system is very elaborated. Yeah. I don't know, I can only think of a story when I was in Panama for maybe 2 months or something. So my Spanish was awful. It was very difficult for me to communicate. And I went to visit a friend in another province. And on my way back, I wanted to take a bus to my hometown again, or the town I lived at this moment. Yeah. And in Panama, you have just one big highway. So if you stand on the right side of a road, you're going to go like to the eastern side of the country, and if you're on the other side, you're going to the western side of the country. And I took the wrong bus. Oh God. And after 3 hours or something, I asked, well, I thought that the way was only like 3 hours.
2 hours or something. Yeah. So after 3 hours, I asked the bus driver, where is this bus actually going?
You were on the other side of the country.
And I was like, oh, that's the other side of the country, kind of. But Panama is a small country, so I got off the bus and took another bus, and it took me like 6 hours to get home. So it was a little bit longer than expected. But yeah, an experience you make when you're traveling. In Germany, it's more, you hug people more. Okay. If you have close friends, you would hug them more. Yeah. Maybe also give them a kiss. It's okay, but guys don't usually do it. You can always make out a person who's from France will always give you 2 kisses. Oh yeah. Or if they're from the south of France, maybe even 3 kisses.
3 kisses.
So I think the more you get to the north of Europe, the
less kisses you
less
give.
kisses or less contact, body contact you have.
Sure.
So I think Germany is kind of in the middle. I think the most important thing is when you're traveling, try not to come to a country expecting that it's going to be the same as in your country. I think that's pretty obvious. But it's actually okay to say, well, I don't like that about that culture, but don't judge people by that. Just try to be open-minded, try to relax a little bit as well. But you think, okay, not everything has to work from the first day on. You will assimilate throughout the time. That's going to be all right for you. Well, even if you have maybe the first few weeks or something, you have a hard time because maybe you're homesick or you think about, oh, it's so different here, you will learn so much from it. You will become more conscious about your own culture, about your country. You will see, well, these are actually my good friends. I have a family which is behind me, things like that. You will value much more the things you have at home.
So traveling is amazing. It's a unique experience. You meet a whole lot of new people. You get to know a lot of different cool places, and even though you might feel homesick, even though you might miss some things about your country, mainly food, it's amazing to get to know different views of the world, you know.